Si Chen tightened his grip on the key. He didn't hesitate for even a moment. This was the path he had chosen, the only path that could lead him to change everything. He said, "Only the one who is ready to endure everything can stand at the top. Only the one who can conquer and devour all demons can become the true heir of this power." The existence began to dissolve, turning into pure energy that surged straight towards Si Chen. As it merged into his body, a violent explosion of power erupted within him. A system notification appeared. Devouring complete. Level increase. Not only had he survived, he had grown stronger. He had leveled up by a huge margin. His roommate called out to him again, jokingly asking if he planned to sleep all day. Someone else teased him, saying they'd heard he was becoming some big shot overnight. They went on to say that the upcoming rank test would reveal the truth. They joked that he was just an E rank, and even if he improved a little, the gap between ranks was huge. Si Chen didn't say anything. Deep down, he knew the truth. This time, everything would be different. As they kept moving forward, they saw a large crowd gathered ahead. Someone muttered that the official ranking ceremony of the National Awakener University was about to begin. All around them, the usual troublemakers were already pushing people and hurling abuses like they always did. One of Si Chen's roommates noticed them and quietly warned the others that they were Gong Chen's lackeys and it would be better to stay out of trouble. But the moment that group's eyes fell on Si Chen, everything changed. Their expressions stiffened, their arrogance almost instantly disappeared, and instead of picking a fight, they froze in place. Then, in a panic, they quickly stepped forward and slightly bowed, greeting him respectfully by name in a forced manner. Seeing this sudden change, everyone else was left stunned. The dorm leader stared in disbelief. He couldn't understand what was happening. Until yesterday, these people wouldn't even look in their direction. Si Chen gave no reaction. He simply walked past them without even sparing a glance. Just then, a new voice came from the crowd. Someone openly mocked him, asking if he had really started to think of himself as important. After a small incident, he introduced himself as a member of the student council and made it clear that he was close to Gong Ting. People nearby began whispering nervously. This guy was considered dangerous, one of the top enforcers of the student council. He sneered and said he could smell weakness from miles away. Si Chen looked at him and calmly asked if he was a dog, since he kept barking about his sense of smell. That comment instantly provoked the man. But before he could take another step forward, a calm voice stopped him. It was his superior. The leader of the student council stepped in and told him to stand down. He said that he had already investigated the situation and confirmed that Gong Chong was the one at fault. Hearing this, Jan Theon immediately lowered his head and accepted it. It was clear that he didn't want to argue any further. The leader's gaze shifted towards Si Chen. For a brief moment, their eyes met. Si Chen's face was calm, completely unreadable. Just then, an announcement echoed through the area, signaling the start of the ranking test. Everyone was instructed to gather and be ready. The student council leader gave his final order and turned away. He glanced back once more, quietly assessing Si Chen. So far, that boy didn't seem particularly dangerous to him. A little distance away, two other people were watching all of this. One of them remarked that the atmosphere felt unusually tense today and asked if something interesting had happened. The other replied that this year's test seemed more entertaining than expected. Soon, the announcement echoed again, calling out the name of the next candidate. Zhang Zhua stepped forward. As he walked confidently toward the testing area, Si Chen watched quietly from the side. The test area was a sealed training space, an artificial demon lair designed to measure an awakener's combat ability. Inside it, a core device recorded the energy released during battle and calculated the final ranking. Zhang Zhua entered the chamber and without hesitation activated his power. Energy surged, the sensors flared up, and the room trembled slightly. A few moments later, the result appeared. E rank, mid-tier. The evaluators recorded the result and announced it loudly. Ma Long leaned forward eagerly, the excitement clearly visible on his face. He muttered that this was the real event everyone had been waiting for. Si Chen quietly explained that the test didn't just measure current strength, it also evaluated a person's potential, the highest rank they could reach in the future. That was actually the most important part. Anyone with high potential would attract the attention of powerful organizations and even the government. Soon, the results appeared on the screen. Current rank, E tier. Mid-level maximum potential, C tier. The candidate who had just finished the test let out a disappointed sigh. The announcer quickly called the next name. Malong leaned forward and tried to comfort him, saying not to take it to heart. After all, most people never even reach D rank in their entire lives. After a while, another student completed the test. His results caused a stir. D rank, low tier. Gasps could be heard from the crowd, and people began whispering excitedly. Even a D rank was already considered impressive. People started saying among themselves that usually only a handful of students reach D rank each year, and several had already appeared this time. Then the announcer called the next name. Gong Ting stepped forward. The crowd immediately fell silent. He was known for reaching D rank 2 years ago, which was extremely rare among students.